Hi guys, welcome back to my vlog. So I do have a situation right here in front of me and I really need help with it. So you guys should just come out and advise me and tell me what to do and how to go about it going forward. So this whole drama started out on the 20th of September 2018, which is exactly, well, let's say roughly 7 months ago. I was just walking through my timeline on Instagram when this advert popped up from a company called BabyFloat. They were advertising, it was a sponsored post, you know how these things come up on your timeline. It was a product for babies, a product that I thought was suitable for babies, you know, to swim with. So I thought, okay, it came at a period when we were already trying to enroll our baby for swimming classes. And then I purchased the product and then it came and we were very excited with it. And then a day before the baby was supposed to start his swimming classes, I urged my husband to get it inflated, which he did. So we just kept it somewhere safe, went to bed, and then the next day we picked it up. You know, the product has two sections. So we noticed that one section was completely deflated and the other section was still very much, you know, pumped up. And then I found it very strange and I thought my husband probably didn't do it right, or I just thought it was his fault that he didn't pump it properly or he didn't follow the instructions. So I just ignored it and then we took it along. You know, we thought, okay, he would probably just use the only, you know, good section. And then we got there and the instructor told us that he would not be needing a floater, you know, that babies have to swim without floaters. So we're like, okay, thank God, at least we have nothing to lose. So we came back home and the thing was just lying there. And then on the 19th of October 2018, which was, well, a month after I bought the BabyFloat, I got an email from the BabyFloat company. The email says, "Hello Blessing, we have been contacted by the NVWA who views the product as a personal protective equipment, which is why the product has to be retested. We have done this based on the requirements of the NVWA and we are still awaiting the test results. So we expect to get the results within 4 weeks and we will adequately inform you. We do advise you not to use the BabyFloat until you have heard from us." So I was thinking about the email. I was like, what is this? Okay, so this is why the BabyFloat deflated in barely 24 hours after we pumped it up. Okay, so the BabyFloat, there's something wrong with it somewhere. And then I was like, okay, so now they want to start running tests, or they're probably running tests and they expect the result within 4 weeks. Do I want to wait for this? Like, I don't think I'm interested in, you know, going through this entire process. I think I'm just gonna call these people and get my money back. So I thought it was just going to be as simple as that, because I usually order products that do not fit their intended purpose and then I just send them back and get my money back. It's never been an issue, you know. So I called these people. I called them and I just explained to them like, okay guys, I do understand what you're going through and it's terrible. But I don't think I want to wait for 4 weeks to be able to use something that I paid for. I would like to have a refund. So the lady at the other end of the call told me that, I do understand you as well, but I don't think it's going to be possible for you to get a refund, but I do suggest you put everything down in the mail and we will see what we can do. So I was like, okay, fair enough. I'm going to mail you and we'll take it from there. So I put everything in the email. I really explained to them why I didn't want to go through the process, you know, of waiting 4 weeks to get my product, and then I wanted them to refund my money. So then I got a response and the response says, "Hello Blessing, we cannot heed your request for a refund. We are completely dependent on the test results and the NVWA. So before then, we are not allowed to make any decisions. Once we have more information, we will get back to you. In any case, I will make note of your wish for a refund." So when I got the email, I was like, okay, so these people are trying to act stubborn. Like, they are not willing to budge. They are not willing to give me a refund. I really don't have power for this. So at that point in time, I just let it slide, and I just told myself, you know what, I'm going to wait for 4 weeks and see what happens. I'm just going to give them the benefit of a doubt, let them run their tests, and I'll hear from them after 4 weeks. So I was patient enough to wait, and then 4 weeks came and passed, and I didn't hear from these people. So almost 5 weeks later, I called them up again. Like, I was really pissed off. Like, guys, what is going on? I still don't have the product you promised, or I still don't have the result of the test you promised, and you guys are still keeping my money. I told you already that I'm not interested in this entire testing process, and you guys have still refused to give me my money. What is happening? You know? And then they said, oh, you've not heard from us. No, I didn't hear from you, duh. And they were like, okay, we'll get back to you. And then they sent me an email. Hello, Blessing. We want to give you the possibility to have your BabyFloat replaced with a renewed version. The BabyFloat has been tested under the norms of another product category. Unfortunately, it is not possible to give you a refund in payment. Send your BabyFloat back to us. We will let you know once the product is shipped. And I was looking and thinking, like, are you for real? Like, are you serious right now? Initially, you told me you were working on retesting your product. And all of a sudden, you're developing a new version of the product. In other words, these people redesigned the BabyFloat and reproduced it for them to be talking about a renewed version. And they want me to return the one in my possession so that I can get the renewed version of it. So in other words, if you're smart, you would know that the BabyFloat that I purchased, that they tested, did not make it through the tests. The BabyFloat simply failed the test, but they didn't say that, of course. They just said we should return it and I would get a replacement. So that was the point. I thought, okay, these people, you're playing with me and I'm not finding it funny anymore. I've told you time and time again that I am no longer interested in this product. I just want my money back, but you're pulling me through your entire process of reproduction that I'm not interested in. So that was the point I called my lawyer. So I called my lawyer up and I explained what was going on to her, and she told me, okay, how much does this thing cost? And I told her, well, $19.99. And then she was like, Blessing, it's not worth it. If you have to start a legal case on a product that costs as low as $19.99, then it's just not worth it. It's not advisable. You're gonna be spending so much money. We're gonna be putting in so many hours into a legal case that you're just gonna get $19.99 back. It's not like it's not like you're suing them for damages whatsoever. So we advise you to contact some consumer agencies that might be able to help. So at that point in time, I was just very tired of everything. I was just really upset, like, okay, but why do these people have to go away with something like this? This is Europe, for crying out loud. And I do feel and believe and know that what they are doing is wrong. Like, you are violating my consumer rights. When I purchase a product and the product does not fit the intended purpose, I have the right to demand a refund. And if I choose for the product to be replaced, fine, you go ahead and replace it for me. But now I'm saying I want my money back and you're trying to dribble me. So I just let it go. I just pushed it aside. So on the 2nd of April 2019, which was already 6 months after I made the initial purchase, I still hadn't heard anything from these people. Like, why do they even always have to wait for me to contact them? Like, they just want me to forget the money. They just want me to get tired and just, I know I'm not the only one in this situation, but it just doesn't seem right. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't sound right. So I still mailed them like, hey, you guys, I'm really not happy with what is going on. I've told you time and time again that I want my money back, and you people have consistently refused to refund my money, and you are not also giving me a product, because now you have my money, you have the product, I have nothing. So what is going on? And then they sent me back an email saying, we have been working hard on the development of a new BabyFloat. We have extensively tested the new BabyFloat and we are happy to inform you that production is completed. The new BabyFloat has a new buckle and the correct warning text. Unfortunately, we heard last minute that we cannot send out this product to our customers because some extra checks still need to be carried out. We are busy with this and this will cause a little delay in the replacement of your product. We expect to ship your product as soon as possible. Oh God, I am so upset. Like, are you for real? You are talking about the replacement of my product. I didn't ask for a replacement of my product. I asked for a refund of my money. How difficult is this to comprehend? You went and redesigned an entirely new product. You put it through production and I have to wait 7 months to get what I paid for? Like, this is a huge fraud. You have my money to start with. You have the product. You asked me to send it back to you, which I did, and you confirmed you received it. So why is it difficult for you to pay me back my money? Like, it's not even about the amount here. It's about the principle. You cannot be violating people's rights. This is just entirely wrong. You cannot be doing this. I should have the right and the freedom to choose whether or not I want to go with your new product. You should not compel me to wait on the replacement with your new version. Like, I'm not interested in your product any longer. How difficult is that? Why are you making me suffer for the consequences of your own shortcomings? Like, how is it supposed to be my problem? Like, all this message about, yeah, the product now has a new buckle and all of that. Like, seriously, I don't give a cough about it. It's really none of my business. All I'm asking for is a refund. Just give me back my money. How difficult can that be? So guys, I really need help here. If you have an idea what best I should do, please just drop me a comment below. Or if you're a customer of BabyFloat and you purchased your products within the same period that I did, also drop me a comment. There really has to be a way out, and I really hope to hear from you guys, and I will see you again on Sunday. So if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, I want you to do so right away so that you can watch my video once it drops on Sunday. Bye.